Shoaib is very dear, but he said it is the most authentic because he was sent to an area known by the name of Bayan, and also in Holy Quran. In this speech it is mentioned when he was addressing his people and he was giving them a warning about the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he said that so many people that got destroyed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like the people of Lut and Saleh, and the people of Lut, they are not too far from you people because close by there is the valley of Lot. So Lut alayhi salatu wasalam is there, so that's why he said that this is the authenticity that here, Sayyidina Shoaib alayhi salatu wasalam, he is the people. And Sayyidina Shoaib alayhi salatu wasalam, he has been mentioned in Quran in many places, almost 11 places. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is relating his story. His people, they were involved in very corrupt business. Like the people of Lot were morally corrupt, so these people were economically and financially corrupt. In their business and trade, they were cheating a lot, and not only they, but even though they were robbing people on their fruits and cows. And Shoaib alayhi salatu wasalam, he told them that, Ya Qawmi, la tatukul mikyal wal mizan, they don't do this about cheating. Whatever profit Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you to a fair trade, so that is good for you. So this wrong practice is not good. And in that time, people still they have attribution to their tribe and they are proud of their own tribe they are belonging to. So the tribe of Shoaib alayhi salatu wasalam was also a very respectable tribe and they were very strong people. So these people said to Shoaib alayhi salatu wasalam that you are challenging our practice and challenging our faith and our belief and our customs as well. If we were not having the fear of your tribe, so we would have thrown you that. We had to turn you out from the area. But your tribe and Shoaib showed them that my advice will not avail you any benefit if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is willing other way around. But anyhow, I am muwazzaf and I have been deployed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, appointed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to convey his message. So Shoaib alayhi salatu wasalam, he told them, وَمَا أُرِيدُ أَنْ أُخَالِفَكُمْ, I am not going to oppose you for the sake of opposition. وَمَا أُرِيدُ أَنْ أُخَالِفَكُمْ, I am not going to oppose you only for the sake of opposition, but what you people are doing that wrong. You are causing the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to yourself. So anyhow, he addressed his people for more than 200 years. But they were not listening to him. But only a few of them they believed in his message and they became Muslims and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. At that time, there was a drought and they were looking for water and rain. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took them out to the open area. So when he took them out to the open area, a cloud was proceeding towards them. So they said, that this cloud is proceeding towards us and it will give a lot of rain. So Shoaib alayhi salatu wasalam, he told them that this is not the rain, the azab is there. So they scream and shout happen. What they scream and shout is, so as you know, the thunderbolt sound, but our ulama, they are of the view that Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam, he had a loveless particle flight over them. And as you know, supersonic flight, that its sound is that much sharp and that much screaming that the people are getting broken in their heart. So same thing happened to the people of Shoaib and they were destroyed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And even the story of Shoaib alayhi salatu wasalam, the Prophet Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, when accidentally somebody was killed by his punch. He was not killing him intentionally. He was actually pulling him back from the poor Israeli. Now they are not anymore poor. Anyhow, they are causing a lot of trouble. Yes? So I am right, I am wrong. Yeah. I am right. So anyhow, but at that time, that poor Israeli, they were in the clutches of the slavery of Pharaoh. So that conflict, he was fighting with him and were putting some burden on him and he was saying, I will never do that. Musa was going somewhere, so that guy complained to Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. So Musa alayhi salatu wasalam wanted to pull him back. So he pulled him like this, but that was, we say in our Urdu language, the mukha. In English they call it punch. So he punched him to push him back and he fell down and he was gone. فَقَضَى عَلَيْهِ قَالَ هَذَا مِنْ عَمَلِ الشَّيْطَانِ. So Musa alayhi salatu was at that time he was not prophet. So he said that it happened accidentally. I never intended to kill this guy. And then Pharaoh, he summoned his people in the cabinet. And there was an emergency meeting. An emergency meeting, it was decided that Musa must be brought to justice. And what justice? To hang him. So there was a Muslim guy, he was also sitting there in the cabinet, yaktumu imana. He was concealing and hiding his iman, but he was a mu'min. So he came to Musa alayhi salatu wa salam, min al-mara ayatamiruna bikari yaqtuluka faqul inni laka min al-nasihin. That the cabinet meeting already decided they are planning and plotting to kill you. So I am giving you an advice, get out of the area. So Musa alayhi salatu wa salam, until that time he has never been out from Egypt. So he said, where should I go? But anyhow, he started walking in a direction and he said, Asa Rabbi an yahdiyani sawa as-sabil. Maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give me a way out. So he was walking and walking and walking all the way from Egypt. So he came to an area. There he saw that some people, they are bringing their herds and their cattle and they are watering them. But two young girls and young ladies were there. They were stopping and preventing their cattle and their goats and lambs to come close to the water. So Musa ﷺ, he was thinking about that. What's the problem? All people are bringing their herds and they are watering them, but these two girls, they are not allowing their cattle to come close to the water. So he came to them and he was looking at the ground and he said, Ma khatbukuma? What's your story? People are watering, but you people are not. قال ما خطبكما؟ قال نسقي حتى يصدر الرعاء وأبونا شيخ كبير. This is the Sheikh Kabir. So they both said that actually we cannot mingle with the strange man because strange men are here. That is number one. This is the Sheikh Kabir. وأبونا شيخ كبير. And they said, we got Musa asked them. So they were thinking that maybe this strange man is not thinking good about us bringing the cattle. So what happened to your brother or father or whatever? So they said to Abuna Sheikh Kabir, that our father is a Sheikh Kabir. So Sheikh, number one, man ta'amara, who is too much aged. And Sheikh, number two, who is a great alim. Abuna Sheikh, so he is busy in his job. So that's why he cannot do that and we are doing that. So Musa said, okay, so I am going to water your cattle. So he watered their cattle. When they went back, so Shoaib is asked about. So one of them told the whole story that there was a man, his look was a strange look. So he is not looking from the area. Also his dialect was a different dialect. So he was not from the area. So Shoaib said that maybe he is not known to anybody, he does not know anybody. We should give him some services. So he said that one of you should go and bring that guy to the home. So then one of them, she came, so one of them came, with haya and with not of decency. She was coming, Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said, وَلَمْ تَكُنْ دَلَّاجَةً كَنِسَائِنَا الْيَوْمِ. That she was not coming like this, like our women are doing it. Umar radiyallahu ta'ala at that time said, what about now? So anyhow, فجاءت إحداهما تمشي على استحياء قالت إن أبي يدعوك ليجزيك أجر ما سقيت لنا. That my father, and as she mentioned Sheikh Kabir, so Musa alayhi salam was thinking that number one, he is an old and aged man, so experienced man, and number two, he is a alim, Sheikh Kabir, so I want to see him. So then he came with, and فلما جاءه وقص عليه القصص قال لا تخف. Musa alayhi salam still was not knowing that I am now out of the jurisdiction of Pharaoh. He was not knowing the boundaries. So he said that it happened and then they plotted to kill me and to hang me. So that's why I came out. So he said, La takhaf. No fear and no worry. This area is not in the control of Pharaoh. So you are out of that area. And then one of them said to her father, Baba, if you can hire him to take care of our, yes, because he's a strange man, and if you will hire him, so you will get rid of the cattle and he will take care. In the he is a strong man because he was the one who pulled the bucket, being pulled by 12 very strong people, but he alone pulled it. And number two, he is Amin, he is a very honest man. So Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala, he narrates Because when the lady was walking in front of Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, and Musa alayhi salam was following her, so suddenly a wind came and her leg got open. The dress went a little bit up, so Musa alayhi salatu wasalam said that, look, you should be behind me, and from behind give me the direction. Yes, and that lady, she picked at the bottom line. That because of when something happened to my body and she sighed, so that's why I said, I don't want to see your leg once again. So that's why she said, in the khaira man istajarda al-qawi al-amin, that he is the qawi and he is the amin man. So you can, so Shoaib alayhi salatu wasalam, he said to him, this Shoaib alayhi salatu wasalam, he said to Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, that inni uridu an unkihaka hadabnatayya hatayni ala an tajurani samaniya hijaj. If you will take care for 8 years of my cattle, so I will make you one of my daughters. So Musa alayhi salam, فَإِنْ أَتْمَمْتَ عَشْرًا فَمِنْ عِنْدِكَ. But if you will complete this period as 10 years, so that will be your good gesture. So Musa alayhi salatu wasalam said, أَيَّمَا الْأَجَرَيْنِ قَضَيْتُ فَلَا عُدْوَانَ عَلَيَّ. There 8 years or 10 years, one of them I will be here. But you will not go ahead to push me that stay more and stay more and stay more. أَيَّمَا الْأَجَرَيْنِ قَضَيْتُ فَلَا عُدْوَانَ عَلَيَّ. And in the end, as Arab nowadays also when they are entering into contracts, so they say Allah wakil. What do they say? Allah wakil. So they say Wallahu ala ma naqulu wakil. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is our wakil and he is our witness. That means the agreement is done. So then Musa alayhi salatu wasalam was there. He married the lady, and when he was going back, so Shoaib alayhi salatu wasalam gave him a stick, and that is the famous stick of Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. That when he was going back and he was there in Sinai desert, and he saw a fire there on the top of a tree, and he went there to make the long story short. There, from the fire, he heard a voice that وَمَا تِلْكَ بِيَمِينِكَ Musa, that what is in your right hand? So that was a stick known to everybody. وَمَا تِلْكَ بِيَمِينِكَ قَالَ هِيَ عَصَايَ. So he said that this is my stick or my staff, and I use it when I am taking care of the cattle and things like that. And he mentioned a few benefits of that stick. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that Al-Qiha ya Musa, throw it on the ground. So the moment he threw it on the ground, so it became a big python. So Musa he went into the big because that's nature. Or that's a natural fear. That is not a fear of a covered eyes, but that's a natural fear from the snake. Because snake, that's a poisonous insect. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, La takhaf. Don't worry and don't fear. Come forward, hold it. So Musa put his hand there in between the jaws of the python. When again it was the same state. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَضْمُ يَدَكَ إِلَى جَنَاحِكَ. Now, it meant either like this or like this. Because there is one word, وَأَدْخِلْ يَدَكَ فِي جَيْبِكَ. And the other one, وَضْمُ يَدَكَ إِلَى جَنَاحِكَ. So that's why Ibn Abbas said, radiallahu ta'ala, that these are two different mu'jizas. Number one, when he was feeling fear, so like as the bird is folding its wings when it feels fear. And its fear is done. So Musa alayhi salatu wasalam was going to a big Pharaoh, a big kafir. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that anytime you feel fear, so just do like this, a bird. So you will be strong, like a very strong man. And that was happening. Here from your jab, into your hand, it will be shining like the shining sun. So now you have to go to Fir'aun, اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى. So anyhow, this is Sayyidina Shoaib alayhi salatu wa taslimat. And that stick is attributed to Sayyidina Shoaib alayhi salatu wa salam. We are lucky that we are here. And our brother, he mentioned that as Prophet Shoaib, and we are of the belief that the rahmah and mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and salihin is coming down constantly and continuously. So in this regard we can say, when we are standing here, that rahmah, we are getting some portion of that as well. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless Allah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless